is Amy Davis, and I'm an AFAA Master Instructor as well as a Master Instructor for Yoga Assets. I am going to introduce you to a hip stretching flow today. Hip stretches are really important because they help alleviate pain in the low back as well as all other parts of our bodies, and they just feel good to stretch those big major muscles. You are going to want a block or something similar to that. So if you don't have a block, don't worry. A book, a big thick book like War and Peace or any of the Harry Potters in the later upper levels, 5, 6, those are pretty thick books. Let's start on your hands and knees in tabletop, hands directly below the shoulders, knees directly below the hips, and just start to breathe here. Inhaling in and exhaling out. And you're just going to move the spine how it feels natural, and hopefully it feels natural to go into cow as you inhale belly to the floor and exhale cat, spine to the sky. Just do that one more time, really connecting the body, and exhale. Now let's find our block or our book, set it in front of you, and step 1 foot forward. Not too far forward, hand comes onto the block. We're going to curl the back toe under, launch the weight into the front foot, and then step in. Set your feet up like you're on train tracks, so they're a little wider than normal, and then hand can go up on that block, or if it's a book, bring it up on that high level so you can put some weight into it. And think about pushing the front hip back and the back hip forward, like your hips are steering wheels, and you're just going to tip them. Turn them to the side, front hip back, back hip forward. And you can keep the knees and toes in line with each other like you are standing on train tracks. Or if it feels better, you can turn a little bit out with that back leg. Open it just a little bit. And soften the front knee, bringing the chest closer towards the thighs, and then inhaling, rise back up. And use this block now to straighten out the spine, engage the core. See if you can start to take less weight out of the block and bring more weight into the core. And then exhale, lower all the way down, bringing the chest as close to the thigh as possible. Inhaling, rise back up to that core engaged position. One more time, exhale, down, thigh comes down. Inhale, rise back up to that core engaged position. Shifting the hips, allowing them to open. And then walking, softening both the knees, walking your hands to the long side of your mat, if you have a mat, or just bring it to a nice straddle if you don't. Hand can stay on the block here, and just shift side to side, stretching out through each of the hips. Pausing if it feels good, staying on one side a little longer. And here it'll feel really uneven because we did stretch one side more than the other. And bringing it back. And let's take our hands to the mat, softening the knees, come back to that tabletop. One knee to the floor, step it back, tabletop. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, back into cow and cat. Do that again. Inhale, breathe, and exhale. Now let's take the other leg forward. Finding our block, engage the core, shift the weight, curl the toe under, shift the weight into that forward leg, and step back like you're stepping on train tracks, setting up for pyramid one more time. Flattening out through the sacrum, front hip pulls back, back hip pushes forward. Engage the core and spine, and then exhale, relax into the stretch. Inhale, engage the core and spine. Exhale, relax. One more time. Inhale, engage. Exhale, relax. And then just pause here where it feels good, if it's on the exhale part or the inhale part, and just let the backs of the legs stretch, the fronts of the legs stretch. And then walking your hands back into that center position, taking the knees and toes a little wider, a little more narrow, whichever feels best. Hands can stay on the block or the book, or you can take it to the floor. And once again, shifting side to side, this time pulling a toe up and pausing a little longer. coming back to that nice wide straddle. Hands on the block or the floor. And I just want you to take your hands, wrap them around your elbows. Let the head hang over. Gently rock side to side. Inhale in here. Exhale everything out. Shake it all out. Hands come to the block or the floor. Extend the spine. Engage the core. Abdominals pull in. Hands come to the hips now and rise all the way up and out. And feel how nice and stretched those hips are. Feel free to repeat this flow again and again, or add it on to any of the other flows that we've got going.